Welcome back everyone to your stimulus check and stimulus package update for today. Today is January 15th. It is a Friday. And in this video, I would like to clarify who is exactly eligible for the new $1,400 stimulus check under the Biden plan, as well as what other top lawmakers are saying in the aftermath of the release of Biden's stimulus plan. What are some Republicans saying? What are Democrats saying? And what is Biden saying and his defense of his stimulus package? So before we discuss who is exactly eligible for a $1,400 stimulus check, let's discuss who is eligible to smash that like button. I believe everyone could certainly do that. If you could just go ahead and smash a like button, turn it blue, it'll just support me and my channel, so I do greatly appreciate that. This is the path to 10,000 subscribers. We're inching closer and closer every single solitary day. Once we do hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm actually going to be doing something special, some sort of a giveaway, something to give back to the community, to the fans. So if you'd like to be part of the movement, go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed, hit that big red button. Also make sure that you do have that notification bell clicked. Once you click that notification bell, that will actually notify you every single solitary time I do post a brand new video. So yes, the brand new proposal that Biden unveiled yesterday, this will be the third and probably the final stimulus check that we receive. Now, the first one was $1,200, if you don't remember. The last one was $600. That was the one that was just passed this past December. And now this check will be $1,400 to tack on to the $600 to create a grand total of $2,000. But the big looming question this time around is, what age dependents will qualify for this stimulus check? Remember, the last stimulus check, Democrats promised, they vowed that dependents of any age will qualify for that check. But that never came to fruition. In fact, dependents got totally screwed, and only children that were 17 or younger qualified for a $600 stimulus check. Adult dependents, college students, senior dependents, there's people on Social Security that depend on the people that they're living with, and so they were not able to get stimulus checks because they're dependent, even though they are well into their senior years. So did dependents get gypped on this new proposal? Well, luckily, Biden came through, and he did do good on his promise to now include dependents of any age. That's right, the first stimulus check under the CARES Act allowed $500 per child, 16 and younger. Then the second stimulus check gave the full $600 to not only adults, but also the dependents. That age was 17 and younger. But now under Biden's bill, the additional payments would be available for any dependent regardless of age, under the president-elect's new proposal. Biden's new plan also allows stimulus checks for a broader range of immigrant families as well. In fact, the plan calls for expanding eligibility to, quote, all mixed status households. This is a term referring to families in which one person, one head of the household, is a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, while others lack legal immigration status. Now, while this might be a small niche of people, it's actually roughly 16 million people in the U.S. that live in mixed status families, including an estimated 6.1 million children who are American citizens. Now, under the $900 billion stimulus bill that was just passed, it took a step in this direction of the Biden plan, but it did not meet these qualifications fully. It did provide $600 payments to American citizens who are married to undocumented immigrants, but the money was not available to undocumented parents of U.S. citizen children with Social Security numbers. So, under the new Biden bill, it will include everyone. Now, ahead of the release of this plan, there was much discussion surrounding the fact that these $2,000 checks should be more targeted and focused and concentrated on the people that need it most, people that are unemployed. But no such language ended up being in the bill ultimately. Whether you're unemployed or employed, it does not matter. Regardless of your employment status, you will receive a $1,400 stimulus check. Biden affirmed that, saying, quote, even for those who have kept their jobs, these checks are really important. But there are still those income eligibility requirements. Of course, if you make multiple six figures a year, you're not going to be receiving a stimulus check. So individuals who earned less than $75,000 and those married filing jointly who earned less than $150,000 combined in 2019 are eligible for the full amount. Those who made more qualify for reduced checks, which phase out completely for individuals that earned $87,000 and couples that made $174,000 in 2019. But as expected, this bill is already running into opposition from the GOP and Republicans. Even before Biden takes the oath of office, Republicans are railing against its steep price tag, along with some of the provisions inside this bill. For example, congressional Republicans are assailing its price tag of $1.9 trillion and more specifically the measure to more than double the current federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. For example, Representative Kevin Brady of Texas called it, quote, another economic blind buffalo that does nothing to save Main Street businesses, get people back to work, or strengthen our economy. He said that in a statement Thursday evening. Other Republicans echoed those arguments on Friday, like Senator Patrick Toomey, who blocked the attempt at a $1,200 stimulus check in the last bill. Of Pennsylvania, he is set to be the ranking Republican on the Senate Banking Committee. He also railed against the $1,400 boost to stimulus checks along with the $15 minimum wage provision. He had said, quote, blasting out another $2 trillion in borrowed or printed money would be a colossal waste and economically harmful. This is the exact opposite, the antithesis of sentiment that you're seeing from the Democrats. Biden and even some very progressive Democrats that are very left-leaning are saying that this is not even enough, that we have to do more in this bill and provide even more in stimulus. And so others also cited the growing national debt on the Republican side, given that Congress and President Trump have poured $4 trillion in emergency spending to combat the pandemic this year. Senator Rick Scott of Florida, he said, we cannot simply throw massive spending at this with no accountability to the current and future American taxpayer. Printing another $1.9 trillion into the economy after spending trillions of dollars under the Trump administration is a tall order for Republicans, and $15 an hour is a non-starter for the GOP, according to experts. Republicans would have a hard time giving $15 an hour to President Trump, let alone giving it to a President Biden. So the GOP opposition could actually open the door for Biden to opt for budget reconciliation. This is a legislative maneuver that is favored by progressives such as Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont. And that route would allow Democrats to enact a package with a majority vote without any GOP support. This would pave the way for a government rescue plan containing many of the Democratic priorities, such as the enhanced unemployment insurance, aid to state and local governments, expanded tax credits for low-income families, but that could collide with Biden's campaign promises to govern as a bipartisan deal maker. It would be hard for him to reach across the aisle and show that he is a president for the Republicans, for all people, when he's doing a bill without having any GOP support. Biden spoke Thursday evening in a speech in Delaware saying the very health of our nation is at stake. He also addressed the steep price tag, saying that the scale of assistance he wants does not come cheaply, but failure to do so will cost us dearly, in his own words. Biden also laid out the details of his plan, which is being named the American Rescue Plan, in a very simple, blunt tweet, saying direct cash payments, extended unemployment, rent relief, food assistance, aid to small businesses, keeping essential frontline workers on the job. Those are the key elements of my American Rescue Plan. Just a couple hours ago, he also highlighted the urgency to act and that we have to act swiftly on passing new stimulus. He had said we not only have an economic imperative to act now, we have a moral obligation. In this pandemic in America, we cannot let people go hungry. We cannot let people get evicted. We cannot watch nurses and educators lose their jobs. We must act. So Biden is pledging more relief. He is pledging stimulus, and he is overall quite confident that this will pass to Congress. Whether or not that means with or without GOP support remains to be seen. We will have to see how the Democrats plan to introduce this bill. Congress will also be distracted with the impeachment trial in the Senate of President Trump, soon to be former President Trump, shortly before and shortly after Biden does take the oath of office. So ideally, that will not take up too much time. Hopefully that will not create any obstruction in the Senate, even though it is Democrat controlled now. The inauguration is just days away now. I am excited to see what the new Biden administration will bring. If he can fulfill on all of his promises, I think we can have a successful first 100 days in office. If he can get that stimulus passed, if he could speed up and inoculate as many Americans as possible, I think this economy can start to bounce back and we'll have a more positive outlook. I asked you folks in yesterday's update, I'll ask you guys again, do you think that Biden's plan does do enough to address the economy, businesses, and individuals and households, or do you think there is more that needs to be added to this bill? Do you think it's too much stimulus? Do you think we cannot afford another 1.9, nearly $2 trillion in additional stimulus on top of what we've already passed? So, do you like Biden's plan? Yay or nay? Let me know down below in the comments what you think of the new Biden bill, or for the American Rescue Plan. Now, if you guys have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. I can also try to address those questions in the next video to the best of my ability. More updates and developments are to follow suit. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, smash the like button, turn it blue. And we are on our path to 10,000 subscribers. If you want to be part of the action, part of the community, show your support by hitting that big red button, the subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well. And I will be doing something special when we do hit 10,000 subscribers. I got to give back. Got to give back to the people that supported me. I do look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.